In the news, President Tinubu to speak as National Assembly marks 25 years of democracy. Groups, individuals, institutions congratulates Governor Ododo on Tribunal victory. Israeli Prime Minister vows to continue war against Hamas amid condemnation. And in sports, Ronaldo breaks Saudi Pro League scoring records. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adenoy. Thanks for joining us. The Senate and the House of Representatives will on Wednesday, May 29th, hold a joint sitting to mark the 25 years of unbroken democracy in Nigeria. A statement by the National Assembly management said President Bola Tinubu is expected to deliver an address at the joint sitting and also inaugurate the new National Assembly Library as part of the event slated for the 25th year celebration. The sitting, which is the first of its kind since the return of democracy in 1999, will feature paper presentations by eminent Nigerians, including former military head of state, General Abdusalam Abubakar, retired. Also expected at the event is the Vice President Kashim Shettima, among other prominent citizens. The two legislative chambers only sit together during annual budget presentations by the President. The inauguration and retreat for pro-chancellors, chairmen and members of governing councils of federal tertiary institutions earlier slated for Thursday 30th and Friday 31st May 2024 has been postponed indefinitely. The Federal Ministry of Education announced the postponement of the event in a statement by Folashade Boriewo, Director, Press and PR of the ministry. She said the postponement was necessitated by a directive from President Bola Tinubu, who has ordered for a comprehensive review of the membership of the governing councils of federal tertiary institutions in Nigeria. Kogi state government has vowed that no child will be deprived of access to education in the state. The Ministries of Women Affairs and Education made the promise at a jointly organized occasion to celebrate Children's Day at the Muhammadu Buhari Square in Lokoja, the state capital. The Commissioner of Women Affairs, Fatima Momo, and Wemi Jones of the Ministry of Education, in their address at the event, said the state government, under the leadership of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, has zero tolerance for being out of school and promised that the state government will make learning more conducive and affordable for all. Our reporter Faith Abdul Ghaffar tells us more.
The Children's Day celebration was marked with a march parade and colorful display of carnival by pupils across all government schools. The school assembled in their numbers and displayed talents to celebrate.
Marking their presence in the Children's Day celebration 2024.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Fatima Momo, said during the ceremony that children are the society's heartbeat, destined to be tomorrow's leaders and innovators.
We must remember our duty to nurture and protect them. Quality education and strong values like respect, empathy, and integrity are crucial to their development. I'm proud to say that Kogi State is leading in providing quality education. We offer free education from primary to secondary schools. We cover exam fees and distribute bursaries to students in tertiary institutions. Our state has zero tolerance for children being out of school, and parents must ensure their children attend. Let us reaffirm our commitment to quality education. for all children. Together as parents, educators, and citizens, we can help our children to reach their full potentials.
Fatima used the occasion to pray to God to comfort the Kostek students who died in their abductors' den. The Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Comfort Nwanchola, among others, charged the children to be well-behaved, to be good ambassadors in the state, urging them to study well to become successful in life.
Today is Children's Day, and by extension is our own Mother's Day too, because we give birth to these children. And our joy is that they are the valuable things for this country, for the nation, for the state, for the local government that we find ourselves. Children are the most valuable thing. And it gives us joy to see smiles in their faces, and that is where our joy comes from. Back to the House of Assembly, the legislator making laws. In the past, they've made a law of child rights law, and we are working on it to be domesticated.
On the part of the state, representatives of Save the Children International promised to collaborate with the state government to support children at all levels. While the Speaker of the State Children Parliament emphasized children's rights and disposition of technical know-how to build confidence in children.
Let us all work together to create a future where every child in Kogi State has access to quality education, skills, and resources to thrive. A future where we can grow to become confident, capable, and compassionate leaders who will shape the destiny of our great nation, Nigeria. Let us also remember that education is a fundamental human right, and it is our responsibility to ensure that every child, regardless of their background or circumstances, has access to it. In conclusion, enhancing the total well-being of children through quality education and skill development is not just a moral obligation, but a necessary investment in our collective future. Let us work together to create a brighter future for all children in Kogi State and indeed for all children in Nigeria.
The governor, who was represented by the State Commissioner for Education, Wumi Jones, said the administration of Ahmed Usman Ododo has set aside apparatus, both financially and morally, to build society where children will not be deprived of their right to education and others.
All of the efforts we are making in the area of free education, improved infrastructure, improved equipment, equipping of our laboratories and libraries, payment for examination, recruitment of good quality teachers, and retention of those teachers in school is aimed at ensuring that we create access and also retain our children in school. And on the legal aspect of it, the state government has enacted the Kogi State Education Law year 2020 to ensure that we criminalize parents, we criminalize the act of having children of school-going age not in school during official school hours. That is a law in Kogi State, and we are doing everything possible to enforce the law.
The Children's Day was spiced with cultural dance and carnival.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Can you see that? We have a special gift. Thank you very much, Mama. And you see that? The children are happy. The children are enlightened. They are so happy. Please. Let's go back. This is creativity.
I am Faith Abdul-Ghaffar reporting for MLC TV.
The First Lady of Kogi State, Sefinat Ododo, has called for collective efforts to protect children's rights in the state. Sefinat made the call during an event held at the government house in Lokoja to mark the 2024 Children's Day. She emphasized that security of children is important, assuring that under the leadership of her husband, Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, children will enjoy their right to education. Faith Abdul Ghaffar again has more.
Child development is a journey filled with discovery and growth. From our first steps to forming friendship, every milestone shapes our understanding of the world. Let us embrace our differences and cherish our unity as we continue to learn and evolve. Let us pledge to uphold the rights of every child and foster a culture of kindness and empathy. Together, let us create a world where every child feels valued, respected, and empowered to pursue their dreams. I extend my gratitude to everyone for lending me your ears. Happy Children's Day. May God bless His Excellency Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, First Lady Hajia Sefinat Usman Ododo, and our beloved Kogi State. Let us thrive together in unity and harmony. Thank you.
At the government house, the First Lady, accompanied by her entourage, the Deputy Governor's wife, Margaret Salifu Oyibo, the Deputy Speaker of the Kogi State House of Assembly, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Education, including the wife of the State House of Assembly Speaker, Zainab Omar, and the President's Cycle of Hope, all joined the children to mark that day. In her opening remarks, the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Fatima Momo, the Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Comfort Nwanchola, commended the state government and the First Lady, Sefinat Ododo, for putting smiles on the children's faces. Promised her office will always be ready to ensure children are given the rights to life and education.
By the special grace of God, we are on the rights of our children, especially the girls. And we're doing everything possible to make sure that their rights are not trampled on. So by the special grace of God, things will be all right, more than the way it is before.
And I want to align myself that as a chairperson committee on women affairs and poverty alleviation in the House of Assembly, we want to say we are solidly behind you. We want to say we are up, that make sure that we actualize all the Children Act rights that have been passed into law. The implementation of it is ongoing, and we are going to domesticate it. And to God be the glory, what we are doing today is part of it. And the political will that we will need to domesticate the Child Rights Act is going to happen in your tenure. And I want to say congratulations to you. I have a book that was written and authored by my humble self, lending a helping hand to the vulnerable children and women. And the book will soon be unveiled when the time comes. And it's all about showcasing how we are going to help the vulnerable children in our community, in our society, to give them a voice. Your Excellency, Ma, you are a role model and you are a mother. Your step taken so far will really show us that of a truth, the children of Kogi State are going to have it better this time.
The Education Commissioner, Wemi Jones, also commended the state Governor Ododo for giving priority to children's well-being across the state. The First Lady expressed the state government's dedication to tackling challenges affecting children in Kogi State. She said her husband, the governor of the state, Ahmed Usman Ododo, is committed to addressing the issue of out-of-school children by collaborating with critical stakeholders to fully implement a free education policy that is already part of the mandates the government promised.
On behalf of the government and the people of Kogi State, I extended a warm greeting to everyone, especially our beloved children, the future leaders of our great nation. Today, as we celebrate innocence, creativity, and potential for our children, we are all reminded for the immense responsibility we have in caring and protecting their dreams and aspirations. Our children are not just the leaders of tomorrow, but also the hope and the promise a brighter future for our state and the nation. In Kogi State, under the Renew Hope initiative of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GSFR, we are committed to providing a conducive environment for our children to learn and grow into responsible and good citizens. We believe that every child deserves access to quality education, healthcare, a safe environment to develop their full potential.
Shefina added that the government is also taking steps towards the implementation of the Child Rights Act of 2009 signed into law by the previous administration. The event was made colorful by the displaying of dance and jokes by the children who cut across all levels of society. I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
Kogi State Head of Service Elijah Evenemi has charged civil servants in the state to be more dedicated to their duties at all times. Evenemi made the call during a reception organized to celebrate two officers, Wada Abu and Adewale Tuluyemi, who retired from the state civil service. The head of service, who was represented by a permanent secretary in the office of the HOS, Idoku and Neljo Celestine, described the retired civil servants as men of impeccable character who were dedicated to delivering the needed results. Our reporter, Richard Tuluyemi, has the detail.
Adewale Tuluyemi and Wada Abu were the civil servants who just completed 35 years in civil service and were accorded a warm reception for their meritorious service in Kogi State. The representative of the head of service described the two as men that has truly served the state, praying to God to take them to greater heights in the days ahead.
Really, the two officers that just bowed out of service or who retired from service, I must tell you sincerely, without missing word, the two officers were very, very hard-working officers. Hard-working, honestly. While they were in service, I can tell you, I can vouch that they actually demonstrated commitment and discipline, and they took their job very serious. My prayer for the two retiring officers is that I pray for long life for them. May God Almighty meet them at their point of need, and may God to reward them for their meritorious service while they're in service.
The colleagues of the retiring staff in the office of the head of service took turns to explain their experiences with them and also praised them for leaving good legacies behind.
Our brother, somebody has mentioned, doesn't take offense like that, but whenever he does any wrong and you call his attention, you always say, don't be annoyed.
So, one of the earliest people I met when I came down here was him. And one thing I love about him was his level-headedness and cool-mindedness. The way he talks is the way he walks, is the way he behaves. And my brother, in a nutshell, is a very straightforward person. For those who know him.
Tuluyemi here. So we all know this is another hard-working person. This is the man who even come to work even on Sundays. I don't know how you manage that, but even on Sundays, some of us can testify. On Sundays, he's even here at work. So I wish all of you the best of luck.
The retired maintenance officer Adewale Tuluyemi and the retired director of finance Wada Abu, who both served the office of the Kogi State Head of Service, appreciated God for seeing them through in their service years and enjoined civil servants in the state to remain dedicated to their duties.
It's noticed, but we thank God for the life and everything, and the end today to God be the glory. My advice is just to keep on working and work very hard. Don't say this is God my job.
And I would like those coming behind to be so steadfast at their job and do diligently to end up well in good health as I've ended up.
Highlights of the event was presentation of gift items to the retired civil servants as they jubilate and sang praises to God. I am Richard Toluyemi reporting for MLC TV.
A support group, Avoyi team for Ododo, has congratulated Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo and his deputy Joel Salifu Oyinbo on the tribunal verdict that confirmed Ododo as the duly elected governor in the November 11, 2023 polls. A statement by the group's director of media, Halimat Issa, explained that the convener, Avoyi Nwogu, described the tribunal's decision as a proof of the sustainability of democracy in Nigeria. Avoyi, who was a former aide of ex-governor Yahaya Bello, called on all opposition parties to put aside their differences and join forces with Governor Ododo's administration to elevate Kogi State to greater heights. She expressed confidence in Governor Ododo's ability to fulfill all his campaign promises, stressing that what he has done within the few months in office is a clear indication that the governor will not leave any stone unturned to make remarkable contributions towards the development of the confluent state. The convener encouraged all appointees to engage with their constituents and prayed to God to guide and direct them on the path that will place the state and its people in an enviable position. Still on encomium on the victory at the tribunal, the Governorship Council, Management, Academic Board, staff and students of the Kogi State Polytechnic Lokoja has congratulated Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo on his well-deserved victory at the Kogi State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. A statement by Director of the Polytechnic, Salisu Ogbo Usman, also congratulated the Deputy Governor of the state, Joel Salifu Oyinbo, as well as all elected and appointed party stalwarts and supporters of the continuity and consolidation administration on the significant triumph. Ogbo described the victory as a resounding affirmation of the overwhelming mandate bestowed on the governor by the good people of Kogi State on 11th November 2023. Similarly, the management and the entire staff of the Kogi State Reference Hospital, Okene, have congratulated Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo on his affirmation as the duly elected governor of the state. The Chief Medical Director and Chief Executive Officer of the hospital, Professor Solomon Avedeme, in a statement by the hospital's Public Relations Officer, Abigail Oyenibi, congratulated Governor Ododo on his victory at the Kogi State Election Petitions Tribunal in Abuja, describing it as well-deserved and a clear testimony that the people of the state convincingly voted for him during the governorship elections in November 2023. We go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
It's not new again to say health is wealth. We all know that's true, but do you know when to check your health status? Do you care to learn about living healthy and bright? What to turn to when you're feeling not quite right? Join Health Med Info for answers and insights to keep you in prime time on YouTube channel, Malachi TV, Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV2, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, X under Malachi TV, and TikTok, Malachite_TV. Don't miss this valuable info on your way to help you live your best life every single day.
Welcome back. The Kogi State Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Rabiat Okute, has congratulated Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo on his tribunal victory against the Social Democratic Party SDP and its candidate Muritala Ajaka. Rabiat, in a congratulatory message in Lokoja, described the victory as well-deserved, stating that the affirmation of Governor Ododo's mandate is a testament to the trust and confidence the people of the state have in his leadership and vision. She also commended the governor's dedication to improving the lives of the people of the state and called for more synergy for a better and greater Kogi state. On politics, the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in BAYELSA State in the last November governorship election and former Minister of State for Petroleum, Sylva, has stated his intention to appeal the tribunal judgment affirming the election of Doye Diri of the People's Democratic Party PDP as governor of the state. Sylva expressed his dissatisfaction with the judgment in a statement by his special assistant on media and public affairs, Julius Bokoru, saying he was heading to the Court of Appeal to liberate Bayelsans. According to the statement, the decision to appeal the judgment was taken at a meeting, and Sylva also directed his legal team to make the necessary preparations. The Bayelsa State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, sitting in Abuja, in a judgment on Monday, upheld Diri's victory in the November 2023 governorship election in the state, a development Sylva said will be challenged at the Court of Appeal. On the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has vowed to continue the war against Hamas amid international condemnation of an airstrike that killed scores of Palestinians in Rafah on Sunday. At least 45 people were killed, while hundreds more were treated for severe burns, fractures, and shrapnel wounds, according to the Hamas-run health. He said it was vital that Israel takes every precaution possible to protect civilians and insisted that the Israel Defense Forces IDF were using their best efforts not to harm those uninvolved in the conflict. In sports, Aston Villa manager Unai Emery has signed a new 5-year contract with the club after taking them into next season's Champions League. The 52-year-old Spaniard has turned Villa around since arriving from Villarreal in October 2022, with the club sitting 17th in the Premier League. He led them to 7th place in his first season in charge and 4th this campaign. Cristiano Ronaldo has set a new record for goals scored in a Saudi Pro League season after a double for Al Nassr against Al Ittihad, which took his tally to 35. The 39-year-old netted twice in the 4-2 win to overtake Abderrazak Hamadallah's mark of 34 in 2018 to 2019. Ronaldo has scored 64 goals in 69 games for Al Nassr in all competitions since joining on a free transfer in January 2023 after leaving Manchester United. The win means Al Nassr finished second in the table for the second successive season. And that is the size of our news package for today. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, MLC TV 2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ebiravabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021, X handle, Malachite TV, and TikTok, Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comment, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, 7 p.m. Kakanchibira, Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion, and 9 p.m. Senior Citizen Alcohol. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please continue to be a brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joshua Atinoi. Thanks for watching.